Good morning. How is everybody? Getting set up here. Happy Saturday. This starts our spring break. Woohoo! Well, as it is. But it is our spring break. We've been home all week. We are finally getting in the groove. And by that, I mean we are still alive and talking to each other and just kind of taking it minute by minute. I hope y'all are doing good too, as good as you can be. If you have any tips, let me know. But I was, hey, Miss Amanda. But while we were trying to figure things out last week, this is kind of what we had all week. Pajamas. We were clean, but maybe some workout gear. But I figured, hey, it is time to do a little makeup, get a little normalcy, not only to my routine, but maybe to y'all too. Hey, Miss Jennifer, good morning. So we're just gonna do, hey, Lori, we're just gonna do a quick little face chit chat along the way. Since I can't physically see y'all right now, a little virtual will work. I got all my goodies spread out. Unique is going to continue. Hey, Monica is going to continue to be selling and shipping products. I do have some. Hey, Sean, I do have some on hand if y'all are looking for some deals right now. And I shall be doing some skincare stuff too, since we're kind of stuck in the house, and makeup was the furthest thing from my mind, but it's time that I step it up a little bit. So as y'all saw, Mary cut my hair yesterday and she did a fabulous job. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Julia. And some people panicked. That's okay. Deep breath. Hair will grow back. But we cut about, I don't know, whatever this is. Should know as a homeschool mom now, but I don't. I'm gonna go 2 inches. I don't know. But as curly as my hair is, I figure a few straggly links here and there wouldn't matter. But I honestly didn't see any, unless they're in the back, which I can't see. So if it bothers you, sorry, I can't see it. Okay, let's get started. We do still have the March Kudos going on, which is focused on eyes. But I'm just going to do a quick whole little face, a comfy one that's easy to do. The spray is sold out again online, but I have several sprays on hand if you're interested in that. All right, my dogs are growling in the background. I'm sure we'll have some visitors. Hey, Mandy. I'm going to start with the Rose Watcher spray. I had to make sure I had the rose one because I have, I say flavors, but that's not right. We have several different flavors right now. We have lavender, rose, cucumber, grapefruit. But I do, hey, Jennifer, I do have the rose one. So, hey, Miss Rita. So I'm just going to do a little squirt. And with all the outside time we have been doing, I highly, highly recommend, obviously anytime you go outside, but especially now since we're spending so much time outside, something with the SPF in it, okay? So this is our, the long name is the Protecting Veil. It's got SPF 30. Bottom line, it's a daily moisturizer with SPF, okay? So, hey, Shelby. I hope that baby's sweet and doing good, maybe getting a little bit of sleep. I squeezed way too much out there. It's rolling down my hand. So we're just going to rub together and just put all over the face. I like it because it's not heavy feeling. It's not greasy feeling. And I can put it underneath, hey, Kim, without like causing my makeup to stick to it. Hey, Karen. All right, so the extra, since I squeezed out, since it's got SPF, we're just going to rub it in. We're going to just use it as a little lotion. All right. We do have 2 types of primer. The moisturizing or hydrating, I'm sorry. Hey, Jennifer. And the Touch Glorious. There is also going to be a matte primer that will be released. It's currently only released to the presenters. I don't have it in hand yet, but it's a mattifying. mattifying. So if you're more prone to oily skin, that may be the guy for you. Now the Touch Glorious is my fave. I do have that hydrating one that I'll use at night sometimes just because I don't want to waste it. Like just before I go to bed, kind of like as a hydrating serum. But I am interested to try the mattifying one. I do not have really oily skin anymore. But I'm all up to try something new and see what I think about it. All right. Once again, products more than one use. I always rub it in Obviously, hair's not fixed, but you can rub the primer through your hair and it helps with frizzies and stuff. See? Put some of my frizzies down. Hello. Okay, I think what I decided is I'm going to do the BB Flawless today. So I have two colors with me. I have Bisque and Honey. So Bisque is one of the lighters. Honey is one of the darkers. It's not the lightest and it's not the darkest. But I always do shake them a little bit, just because they can get a little separated. Not big by any means, but just a little bit. And I've got my little squishy. Y'all have to help me. I'm still drinking coffee, so my words aren't quite there yet. Blending bud. There we go. I'm going to take my rose water, or whichever flavor you have handy, and I'm just going to do a little squirt just to kind of get just a little damp, okay? That just helps the blending bud from soaking up a lot of your makeup. You see me reaching. I'm squirting it actually on my counter. Yes, it's a sanitized counter, and it's just going on my face. I'm taking a little squirt from both tubes, and I'm actually just kind of mixing them because I don't feel like I'm super light and I don't feel like I'm super dark right now, and I just happen to have both of them, so I'm just doing it. So I'm going to take the sponge that I squirted and just kind of dip it into my BB creams. The other thing that I like to do too, if I want a little bit more coverage with the BB cream, is to squirt a dab. Actually, Julia, I just sprayed it with the rose water, but you can use water if that's what you've got. It's not specifically to the rose water. The main point is just to get it a little damp. Some people I have seen where they like put it under running water and then just squeeze it out. You don't want it dripping, you just want it damp. And it's just to keep it from soaking up makeup. Like, you don't want it to soak it up, you want it on your face. Okay, so see, it's still very natural. It's very light coverage. I colored my hair last night, so I still got a little color up here. Just pretend you don't see it. All right. So anyways, so if you wanted more color, more coverage, do a little squirt of the concealer in it. I'm going to do it this round. Let me grab a color I want first. Let's see. I think I'm going to add in so y'all can see the difference. I'm going to do a little squirt of the Organza concealer in my little pile over here of the Bisque and Honey BB cream. Watch this, okay? I'm going to take my blending bud back in and dab it in. This time we've got concealer in it, okay? See the difference? Hey, Stacy. It just gives you a little bit more coverage. Ignore this, where I got it in my hair. Luckily, hair's not done, so. And you can use a brush. You can use a foundation brush. You can use the kabuki brush. Technically, any dense brush, because you don't want a fluffy brush. That won't give you good coverage, okay? So, the BB cream is more of a natural coverage kind of finish, okay? Obviously, Lily, good grief. We're doing kind of au naturel right now. So, just gonna blend that in a little bit. Okay, it does have a dewy finish. So if you want a matte finish, you can do like a translucent powder over it, a pressed powder over it. I'm going to do which this baby is not around right this second, which means a better thing is coming to replace it, but I still have mine. So a translucent powder, hey sissy, or a pressed powder. I'm going to use my finishing powder. It also has SPF in it of 25. If you have one of these guys, this is how it works. You pump it. See the pump going up and down at the top? Well, I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty full still. But see it falling through? I did that way too much, but I wanted you to see it. Hey, Demi. All right, so that'll give us the matte finish along with a little more SPF. And because I pumped it so much, just to show y'all, I'm going to have to take my brush just to blend it in so I don't have powder hanging everywhere. Okay. Voila! We have a matte finish. Okay, so The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab my bronzer. We have 3 different colors. This is the Malibu. We have a lighter and a darker. This guy's kind of in the middle. I don't know, I kind of screwed that up. Kind of, might have done that backwards. Might have been the darker one. But we got 3 colors and they're beautiful. There is a matte side and a shiny side. And I just kind of always go in the middle. And that just kind of, you can see the line. We're going to blend it, don't worry. But we're going to do like a 3 on one side and an E on the other. That's just to give you some specifics if you need some specifics. But I just kind of, just to give you a little bit of definition, just kind of brush it on. And then I like my powder concealer brush, just something a little light and fluffy, just to kind of blend that a little bit. Just a little bit of definition, a little bit of color, especially kind of when you're in between seasons right now. Outside, getting some sun, changing some colors. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of blush. This is Surreal. This is the purple that I showed a couple weeks ago, maybe a week ago, I'm not sure anymore. But it looks purple, and I had avoided it for forever because I thought, what in the world would I want a purple blush? I thought it was for more darker skin tones. No, y'all, it's gorgeous. All right, so I've got the beachfront large brush. So I'm just gonna blow, or, right? I know. Just kind of do it on. Doesn't take much. Obviously, you can add as much or as little as you want and go from there. All right, so because we are focusing on eyes this month, let's go palette 1, okay? I'm gonna take, got my eye primer. And you can take any finger you want or a brush, doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna put a little bit on. Just to kind of give a base, and the primer helps. Hey Dina! I love your sunset views I've been seeing, so pretty. All right, and we're just gonna do a simple everyday look with palette 1. All right, so let me show you. I'm gonna grab the brushes that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna grab them and then I'll show you all, so I don't have to go back and forth. Okay. So I've got a shadow brush. It's an angle brush. Aw, you so sweet, but I am not the strongest mom in Helena, but you so nice. All right, so let's do palette 1 just for kicks. A fluffier kind of brush, or you can use a sponge. It doesn't really matter. This is gonna be the base from your lash to your brow line, okay? All right, so I'm gonna take this Elated. It's upside down, so just bear with me. Elated, it's a slight one. Hey, Gigi! See my hair, Gigi? It's not fixed, but she did such a good job. But I'm not sure if I'd give Angie those scissors. You are correct. Love you, Angie. All right, so we're gonna go all over. All of our shadows are highly pigmented. So palettes are the special this month. Palettes 1 through 7 are what we have. Palettes will be retiring from our core line. Hey, Brandy. You get 7 colors in a palette. And there's 7 palettes. Hey, Nikki. And they'll last you forever. So the plan is, once these are sold out, they'll go away from our core line. They'll come back on special occasions here and there. And then 1 new palette will be released yearly from like the hot colors that are going on in that season or that time of year. Or I don't know if it'll be a fall or a spring launch when they release the palette yearly. But so palette 1 is the neutrals and the browns, and a good, easy one for everybody, okay? So all we did was Elated from the lash to the brow, okay? We're just gonna do an easy peasy eye that everybody can do. Hey, Sasha! And you really can't screw it up. It can look like it's screwed up. That I have seen multiple times on myself. Like, oh my goodness, what are we doing? once you get the mascara on and everything, it's totally fine. It looks totally different, and you blend, 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 blend until you just fall in love with it. All right? Can't screw it up. All right, so I'm going to take an angled brush. Do you see that? It's really flat. Well, it has a fuzz on it. Really flat. Do I recommend our brushes? Absolutely. Are you quarantined? Yes, you are. Do you have kid paint brushes? Probably so. They work just as good. All right. So we are going to go, see this right here? Oh, look, y'all can see you in the mirror now. Look at that. Anyways, we're going to go with that Forthright. It's a real dark one with my stiff brush, because I'm running out of words. I got to work on my coffee. We're going to have to stop and drink some coffee in a minute. We're going to do a stiff line, okay? You're like, St.c, I'm quarantined, but my people don't need to see me with stiff lines on my eyeballs. Hey, Sarah. Well, guess what? They're not going to. We're going to make it pretty. Okay? It's just giving you some definition between the two places. All right. I love, oh, I set it down, our fluffy crease brush, okay? Dacha! Welcome! Love our fluffy crease brush. It's one of, if you are panicked over eyeballs, these two guys are your friends. The fluffy brush, that's not what it's called. The blending brush and the fluffy crease brush. I don't know how they do it. They have magical blending abilities, okay? So we are gonna take this chipper. We did the straight line with Forthright. We're gonna take this chipper, and I'm gonna take this fluffy crease brush, and it doesn't take much. Always start with less, and we can always add to. Katie, hello. Hey, we're gonna play with a little palette one. I have learned that showers at night in pajamas are the thing over at the Connor household, so we're gonna start getting pretty. Sissy did my hair, she cut it. I know, and she did amazing. We have painted our toenails. We are moving on to makeup. We're coming back around. All right, so we got chipper on our fluffy crease brush, and we are just doing little circles, okay? It's gonna slowly blend in that Forthright. Remember, we're doing a little bit at a time. Hey, Miss Jennifer, a little bit at a time, because these are highly pigmented, and I know y'all are over there panicking, saying, I don't know how to do eyeballs. I don't know how to do eyeballs. Hey, Miss Kathy. But you do, and it's gonna be okay. So we're just slowly adding. So I'm just showing you. You don't want to darken, 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 and just throw it all on. Do you see how I'm slowly adding? Like literally doing two, like beep, beep, and then blending back on. And see, it blends in with that Forthright in the crease. But I see y'all like, well, I used to see y'all every day. And I would hear, but I don't know how to do eyes. But you do, because y'all always look gorgeous. All right? So don't panic. Blending, blending, blending. Dot, dot. Gonna blend some more. Hey, you know what? Because I've got like hooded eyes, I'm gonna have some fall here. Fall as in fall of the eyeshadow, which is okay. We can fix that. I'm not worried about that right now. Okay, so see, you always kind of want to go dark, lighter, lightest. Darker, lighter, lightest. All right. Hey, Joy. All right, so we do, you kind of have, you can see that sharpness, kind of like you saw the sharpness up there, but we're gonna blend it all together, so it's not a big deal. Hey, Miss Angela. All right, now I do want, I'm gonna do brassy just because I think it's a beautiful color. See this guy right here? There's brassy, and then there's this one, swanky. They're both really, really pretty. I'm gonna take this brassy. Hey, Ann. I'm gonna take this brassy, and I'm gonna grab my cream shadow brush just because I love it and I trust it, and it's one of the ones that I've used the most since forever. You too can spray this with a little bit of rose water, Julia. Hey, Summer, or just a little beep, beep through a running water. Those are where my words are yet. My coffee's not kicked in. All right, so I'm gonna pat it in the brassy, and we're gonna start in that inner corner and come out, okay? I'm not gonna get into the dark colors right now because I gotta do my other eyeball And I don't want to take any of that darkness over to the other side. All right. Hey, Lizette. Hey, Summer. Hope you're staying safe, girlfriend. Looks like this one's a little more sparkly, so let's sparkle this guy up. Okay. Now, do you remember my friend I was telling you about over here? Mr. Blending Brush, my fave, who works miracles somehow. All right, we're going to take him with Swanky. All right, it was the other sparkly. I love a sparkle, and it's not super sparkly. Don't panic. All right, so this time I'm going like this. Can y'all see this? Just real light back and forth, okay? And this is where we're going to blend it all together. I'm not pushing hard, if you can see, like it's barely touching my eye. It's almost like you're buffing it. Just little bitty circles. Hey, Janet! Little bitty circles. But can you see just from whatever, I don't know, we're going to guess here. Those 10, 15 circles we just did, look at the difference between the blending. See? It's amazing. And I was like barely touching my eyeball. All right, let's do it on this side. Perfect. All right, so we can line, hey Susan, we can line with a pencil, we can line with a liquid, we can line with a dip and draw. Guess what? We can line with a palette. You knew that was coming. All right, so let's grab an angled brush again. You do want to wet it for this. Sorry, I was trying not to drop that. Oh no, I set it down. Hold on. Don't leave me. Here we go. All right, so I've got my rose water. I'm going to squirt the brush because I do want the liner darker than the regular eyeshadow. And I'm going to take this Zealous on the end, and I'm just on the very, very tip. Hey, Susan! Dabbing. And look, we're just going to like stretch. See that? It's horizontal. We're just going to slowly, gently, and calmly, don't panic, calmly pat our eyeball. You see that? And you can even do it a little bit underneath. It's just a softer liner, okay? All right, so I just dropped that. I did blink a little bit, so I'm just gonna blend it in. Just a little bit. See? So good. Hold on, I dropped it. I gotta get it. Okay. So let's do the Zealous again. I have to hold it, which is okay. You do you, girls. This is when Leslie Ewan rocks at lining. Okay? That's it. All right, so remember I said I had a little bit of fall here? I'm gonna grab a brush. It doesn't really matter since when I start working, all my stuff kind of disappears even though I know it's here in front of me somewhere. So I'll just grab this one. It's the Kabuki brush. And it has a little bit of powder on it, you can see. Not much, but just enough that I'm just gonna brush it up. You always wanna go up because you don't wanna pull that eye down. You wanna pull it up. And I twisted it and pull up, okay? You can even take the Elated on this palette with a clean brush. It really doesn't matter which one. It's whichever one you can grab. You could take that Elated, which is that first one we did, and you could touch up any, because it's like a powder color, anything that fell. All right, perfect. All right, so the other thing we're gonna do is we already put on the finishing powder that had the SPF in it. So our setting stuff is on there. We're gonna do some lips real quick. And we've got the mascara. Let's go ahead and do that. So I've got the primer, which I love. I do use it now before any mascara products. conditions and lengthens and really helps separate. So when you put the mascara on, it really does give it a wow factor. So the Flawless 4, which we did, which is pretty much any primer, because we've got several now, any kind of foundation, which the BB cream can be in it, any kind of setting, and a blush or a lip exfoliator, I think is what they're doing, for $99. And you can set it up to come to your house every month, every other month, every 3 months. You can pause it, you can cancel it, you can change your products within it. Pretty stinking amazing. So you never run out. But then if you're like, hey, whoa, I still have all this, I'm not ready yet, you pause it. It's not a big deal. All right, we're gonna go with the 4D, okay? So remember, this one's kind of tricky for some people, myself included sometimes, but I've gotten really much better at it. You want to slowly pull it out. The slower you pull it out, I'm seriously, it's slow. It doesn't get clumpy on the brush. There's different bristles and sizes and all kinds of fancy stuff on this brush. So we're going to start at the base and we're just going to kind of wiggle up and out. I do my bottoms. Some people don't. To each their own. We're going to twist the brush. And now I'm just kind of going from a third, from the third furthest part out. I'm not going down to the base anymore, okay? I turned it backwards, okay? Because you want to make sure you're using all sides of the brush. All right, and now I'm just gonna kind of do the tips. Hey, Shane. All right, so while that one kind of settles, let's go to the other eye. I do recommend having, like, you know, I set it down and now I can't find it. But like, you're chipper, I'm barely awake. I'm struggling with words because I haven't had enough coffee yet, but stay, you know, what else? It's working. Okay, so this is our spoolie brush, or this is what I'm looking for, or the lash comb brush. Something if you need toothbrush, whatever you got to separate. So like if you're like, oh my goodness, there's a little chunk right there. Guess what? Boop, boop, boop. All right. So I'm going to stick the back in the wand and we're going to slowly pull back up again. Okay. And let's do this side. So base, wiggle out. Base, wiggle out. Turn the hand. You can go up and down. Just make sure you're twisting and rolling and covering all those different types of bristles, okay? Good morning, Miss Laura. Not too shabby, huh? You want to hire her? She ready? All right. I'm not dipping again though this time, okay? I'm gonna go back to the other eye and I'm only gonna focus on the tips, okay? I don't have my hairdryer plugged in. Hello! But if I did, as I usually do when I'm getting ready on normal situations, I would do this, like do one eyeball, turn my dryer on cool, and blow up. And it's kind of a fake way to help curl your eyelashes without an eyelash curler. So I'm just going to the tips. And because the fibers are already infused in this 4D, it'll just continue to add length to what is already on there because the fibers build upon themselves. Don't worry, a fiber just flung on my nose. We can fix that. We're gonna add the tips over here. And just brushing the very, very ends, just adding a little bit as you want. You can add as much or as little. Okay, that's where we're gonna stop. I have this spoolie brush handy, so let's just flick this little fiber off. Gun. All right, we do need to do the white liner, the pristine. I use it every day. Hold on, I gotta grab one more thing. I just do it on my water line on the bottom. It just kind of gives the illusion of less redness in the eyes, being awake, all that kind of fun stuff. I can't look at you, I'm sorry. All right. Hey, Robert. All right. Right. Last but not least, let's just do a little brushy brush up here. I lied, we gotta do some lips. Not do anything majorly fancy. I'm just gonna, hey Rochelle! Those dance pictures were so cute of your babies. All right, we're just gonna do a little bit of filling in. Nothing major. And then we'll use the brush again to blend it together and lighten it up. If it gets too dark or you get out of line or whatever, we'll do the brow palette another day. We're just doing, so this is Mama's first day back to makeup world since quarantining / spring break. We just doing simple, simple, simple. Okay. So I'm gonna take the brush again and I'm just gonna kind of blend it all together. Okay. I am going to use my liquid shadows as the lipstick because I just love them. All right, I think what we're going to do today is Willed. You see that? And let's see. Let's do Willed and Reverent. So Willed is, let me undo it so you can see. Willed is kind of like a matte brown. I don't know. It does have a little, don't panic once again, a little purplish pink undertone to it. And then the other one I have is Reverent, which is like a champagne-y color, okay? When you're using, hey Nikki, when you're using more than one liquid shadow at the same time, I don't personally recommend using the applicator because once you use the applicator, put it in, use the applicator, put it in, you're mixing colors and then they're not true to themselves anymore. Sound like they were cheating on each other. All right, so let's take, I happen to have one handy. I've got a little lip applicator. I mean, I'm gonna go into the Willed first, which is the darker one. Hello, hello. See that? Okay, but I want to lighten it up and I want to give a little sparkle to it. So I don't have another one of those that I can just grab. So I'm grabbing a Q-tip. Technically, actually, let's use a brush. That's what I want better. Got me a little brush that'll fit in there. Hold on. Gotta be a thin one. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can get the eyeliner brush in there. Hold please. Oh, yeah, we did. Okay. And we're just going to add it. And it doesn't take much when I say add. So I'm going to go like this. Just enough to lighten it up a little bit and give it that little bit of champagne-y color. Sorry, I had to set that down. I do love a little glossy kind of feel. I have my glosses here. Let's see. I've got Lunar, so I'm going to put that over it. It does have a little bit of a gold shimmer to it. Nothing huge. Technically, I probably usually have chapstick over it because I keep chapsticks everywhere. Only because my lip bonbons are going to be replaced, I think, at some point. So I got a little bit of Lunar, and I'm just going to... That's why I don't like a Q-tip, because they get all crazy. Voila! Hey, Mindy! Good morning! So that's it. Simple, peasy, easy peasy. Let me go drink some more coffee. We did the BB cream. We did all of our normal stuff. You know what? Well, we might as well show you this while we're here. The Flawless 4 is a subscription now. You can change any of the products, any of the stuff you want. You can pause it, you can make it faster, you could cancel it, no problem. And I just like it because it's so customizable. We have also added our skincare line to our Prestige program, which all that means is we've added our skincare line to the shipment program. And obviously we're still keeping our mascara in the shipment program. Since we have palette one out, and since I decided to put a little makeup in my hair while we were getting ready, easy fix. All right, grab you a brush. I'm trying to find one that doesn't have makeup all over it. Hold on. All right, so I happen to have my contour brush here, okay? I am going to put it in Chipper. Look what's about to happen. I'm about to take that makeup color out of my hair. Actually going a little darker. I'm going Forthright. Anybody have any bald spots? Because Mama's starting to get some, especially from this quarantining. Look, pat that little puppy right there. Bye-bye. You got hair again. Bye-bye. Easy fix. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Let me know what I can help you with. We got all kinds of stuff going on. Everything's made still in Lehigh, Utah, and being shipped. I got some stuff on hand, sprays and BB creams and liners and all types of fun stuff. So I can post those later too. Y'all stay safe. Stay 6 feet away. Hey, Bubby. Thank you, love it. Thank you, love you. Stay safe. Stay 6 feet away. The quicker we do this, guys, the quicker we're out of here. Okay? Love you. Mean it. See you tomorrow. You want to try to do it tomorrow again, Thomas? This is my chef. He and Marin have been our chefs lately. Love you guys. Bye.